Well, just doing a little mock-up here. I've got, as I mentioned before, those big truck fenders are way bigger than pickup fenders. So what I have is a couple of pickup fenders that I'm going to put on the front and move the big. I pulled that big fender off the front and I'm going to move it to the back, because to have a little fender on the back and a big one on the front, it's going to look stupid. So I need the big ones in the back, which I have done. I've kind of mocked it up back there, but I've got that fender clamped on there, and it's raised up. You can see how much it's by the nose sticking out there. You can see how much this fender is raised up. This nose here, that's about 10 inches up on the firewall here. Normally that fender this line here would sit down here, but on the truck fender it was even lower, way down here. So that's about where that fender is going to sit, and then I'm going to do a reverse chop on this thing and cut this off right under the door, and then put a running board in here from here all the way to the back, about a 2-inch running board that'll fit this height and go all the way down there to the door. But I was just kind of mocking up here to see how big a wheel I need, and that's of course wider wheel than I want. I've just got it sitting out there on that block. It's not going to sit outside the fender like that. It'll be up under the fender, and I'm going to get a narrow enough wheel and tire. As long as I have the backing space to clear my calipers, then I will be able to, I'll get one that's narrow enough to drop down over the tire. And anyway, after that reverse chop, which is 5 inches, it'll come off the bottom, then the whole thing will drop down 7 inches, and that'll make the ride height at the bottom of the running board at about 6 inches. And I may even go a little less than that off the ground for ride height, but I'll adjust that probably with airbags is what I'm thinking. And then in the back, I was just I pulled a wheel off the rat here, because those are 31-inch tires. It takes about a 24-25 inch height tire to kind of make that wheel well, fill out that wheel well. I don't want little tiny tires and rubber bands in there like the kids run nowadays. I don't want them in that big wheel well. I want to kind of fill that up. But this is a big truck, so it needs big tires and wheels. And that, on my rat rod, I've got 29 height tires. These on the front are 29 with a 4.5 inch white wall. The ones on the back are 31 inches tall with a 5.5 inch white wall. And I don't think I can get that wide white wall in a radial, but it don't need to be that wide anyway. So anyway, just kind of mocking up that back fender there and seeing how big a tire, and I think that's going to work, a 31-inch tire, I believe. So in order to have that happen, those back fenders are so huge that in order to fill the wheel wells so they look kind of right, I think I'm going to run 15s on the front and maybe even 17s on the back, and then however adjustment I need to, I can adjust with the profile, height of the tire and whatnot. But I'm kind of leaning toward the artillery wheels. You know, everybody's got an opinion, and I got mine, so that's mine. I'm liking the artillery wheels. Can't get them in a 16, the ones I want, but I can get them in a 15 and a 17. And anyway, that's just what's going on. I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Greg, the guy that had the Mercury over here for a while. His cousin Rex, who is in our local car club here, is in a pretty bad way. Seems like a lot of people I know are having a hard time. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Greg and to Rex. We're thinking of you guys. So I guess that's about enough for now. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. I got my computer back so I can render videos again. See ya.